easy actually for our no spend November. We haven't really gone out and done much. We've spent most of our time here at home playing and getting things done, because I have been neglecting so many areas of my life. The house is getting a little bit more cleaned up and organized. And I've also got like a lot of mid stuff done, like taxes, and just got caught up on things that I've been putting aside and putting off because they're not so much fun to do. But it has given me this momentum to keep going and getting things done. Once you start making progress, it's easier to make more progress, and that's what's been happening. So I just finished groceries and I stayed exactly under budget. I don't know exactly, I think it's a couple cents or like maybe 10-15 cents under. I'll reevaluate, like add up everything when I get home, but I stayed under. And it was hard because I needed some big ticket items this week. One of them being my protein powder, which luckily, when I went on Amazon last night, was on sale, like drastically on sale, almost half price. So I did buy two, but I'm splitting it up between this week's and next week's groceries because yeah, just because I can. That's the one thing about these sales. It's great to use sales to figure out what I'm going to buy and eat for the week based around what's on sale. But I can't take advantage of sales thinking forward. I can't think future meals or groceries when I am buying things on sale now and I have a very small budget. So I did, though, when I got to independent. I always start at Food Basics, do independent. If I have to do Walmart, I will. I don't like to go there because I don't like that store, but if I have to, I will. So yeah, by the time I got into independent, I got all the things I needed there. Now, granted, there was a lot of items I couldn't get this week. Bread was one of them. I had an issue finding bread. Dempster's, it does not have any bread on the shelf right now, pretty much at all. And so finding like a good bread, because I don't want to just buy cheap white bread. It's not going to get me any further in my health journey. It might get me further in my financial journey, but it's not going to get me further in my health journey. So I did find a decent bread for a little bit of a higher price, but that's okay. I had the room, so I got it. But what else did it? Oh, coffee creamer. I could not get the coffee creamer I normally get, but I found an alternative and it was way cheaper. So I might go with this alternative for a while if it works, because I'm not really drinking coffee right now. Anyways, I'm on kind of a tea fix, and just normal kind of oat milk in a tea works for me. I don't really need like the fancy creamers or anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna go with that for a while. I almost had like $6 left room in the budget, and that's even buying frozen ground turkey, which was like $10, which will do me for a few weeks. I didn't split that up over a few weeks. I put that full on in this budget. I even put my recycling bags and my aluminum foil I needed. I put that in here as well. But I had a little bit of extra room, so I'm like, I can get something fun. And so I did. But originally, I was going to get, well, I went straight for the bistro wedges, because I love those. And sometimes that is like enough of a junk food item for me that, that satisfies that junk food, snacky kind of thing. And then I saw Haagen-Dazs. My dairy-free Haagen-Dazs was on sale for $5, but that would have put me over a little bit. Now, I could have put the wedges back and got just the Haagen-Dazs, but like one treat that's only going to last me like one night, because let's face it, I ate the entire little carton in one sitting. I will not. I can't spread it out. I can't do it. Or I buy the wedges and I go find something else. And so I did, and I went down the baking aisle, and but I was like, oh, I'll cookies or banana bread with chocolate chips in it or something like that. Chocolate chips were quite expensive. So I looked across the aisle and I saw pineapple. And I'm like, pineapple banana bread. I like that concept. I was watching Great British Bake Off last night and there was upside down pineapple cakes. I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could do that with what I've got at home. Pretty sure I could figure something out. So I'm like, $2.49. That keeps me under budget. I am going to have to bake in order to do this, but that's okay because I should get back to baking because I loved baking. I used to love baking and now I don't. I don't know why. It just feels like so much effort. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to baking. I'm gonna use some more of what I got in my fridge, and I stayed under budget on this grocery haul, and that is awesome. It feels good. So today we headed to a small town just not too far from us, about a 15-minute drive, and we are in the town of Merrickville. So we decided on just a small town because most of our trails, again, are still not safe to walk because of hunting. So this place had some nice ruins to explore and a new campground that we found. Not probably one we'll stay at again because it's so close to home, but it's not bad for a one-night stay or just a couple night stays. If you want to explore the town of Merrickville and need somewhere to camp, this looks like a nice spot to stay. We also just walked around town. I mean, there's not much to do in small towns other than shop, which of course we can't do because it's no spend November, but that's okay because there's still lots to do in this town. It's still a nice town to walk through, even on a really quiet November afternoon. And it's sunny, so let's just enjoy the afternoon. It is hard though because this town has some of my favorite shops. Mrs. McGarrigle's, Caramel Shop. There's lots of really good little stores here, and especially considering it's so close to Christmas, it'd be nice to just go in and do a little Christmas shopping. But with a dog, I can't do that because he can't go in, which makes it easier to not shop because I can't go in anywhere anyway. So it's easier to say no. And then the one store we could go into, the pet store, which I love visiting, like these little locally owned pet stores in these towns, but it's closed today. I don't know. So we're just not going to be able to do that one today, but we'll come back at another time when it's open and we can spend money again. So for now, let's just enjoy this beautiful sunny day in this beautiful little town. So we are officially halfway through No Spend November, 15th today, and we're doing pretty good. Gonna have to keep this up after this month is done, and still be very cautious and frugal, but we can do it. This is showing me that I can do it. I don't need to give in to every impulse and every craving, that I can say no sometimes, and that I don't have to treat myself every time I leave the house. Because if you're doing it every time, it's no longer a treat. So yeah, halfway through, we're going strong.